All right, welcome to another episode of Making It Keto, and today we're going to be making a special dish, one of my favorites. We're going to be making a keto shepherd pie. You guys are going to love it. Stick around. This shepherd pie is amazing, guys. You're going to love it. We're going to make it taste just like the original. The only thing is we're not going to be using, I think it's lamb, what most people use, and I think it's beef if you use if you use beef, it will be cottage pie, and if you use lamb, it would be shepherd's pie. But we're going to be using today ground turkey. And you guys, you can use what you want. It's completely up to you. This is what I choose to use. You can use any kind of ground protein that you want to make this thing what you want and make it still taste amazing. All right, guys, so we're going to start off by roasting this garlic. And like I said, we're not going to take it out of the wrapper. We're just going to cut the head off. But we are going to take this plastic off the outside. That can go away. We're just going to take it right here, the head part. Just going to cut that head off, just like so. Like that. We're going to expose the head, and you can keep everything together. It may fall apart a little bit, but that'll be fine. And what we want to do with that, get a piece of aluminum foil, just like that. Some good olive oil, extra virgin. Drizzle a little bit in there, just like that. And then we're going to take this, crumple it up, like so. And we're going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes. And guys, when it comes out, you will see it will look amazing. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and cut up our onions. And we're going to just use about half of this, guys. So don't worry about using the whole thing. You can put it out, use it for another recipe. But we're just going to be using half of this. Right down the middle. Just like that, guys. Nothing too major. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and cut up 2 stalks of celery. If you want to add more, you can, but I think 2 stalks would be fine. So we're going to go ahead and cut these up into small pieces like you see me do in the video here. And we're going to set this aside with the onions that we just cut up because we'll be adding this into the dish a little later. All right, guys, so we're going to get out a big pot, something to be able to hold all the ingredients that we're about to put into it. So what I'm using is just olive oil to base the bottom of the pan, and we're going to go ahead and add in our ground turkey, guys. Now, like I said, if you want to use beef, you can use whatever you want, but I'm using turkey for this dish here, guys. All right, so the meat is pretty much finished cooking, but this water has to go, so we're going to continue to cook it until we can get some more of that water to cook off, pretty much like this. That helps this thing firm up as we make it. All right, next we can go ahead and add in our celery and onion mix that we cut up a little bit earlier. We're going to go ahead and stir this in and just cook it down until it's pretty soft. While this is happening, we're going to start that browning effect at the bottom of the pans that you see here. And that's the flavor, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to deglaze the pan. And I like to use a wine or a beer, preferably a red wine. I didn't have any, so I just used one of my favorite low-carb beer. And you can just use what you want. Pretty much, guys, this is just to get the flavor off the bottom of that pan because that's going to be important in this dish. That's going to offer a lot of flavor to what we're doing. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and add in our tomato paste. And we're also going to go ahead and add in our better but bouillon paste. Guys, this thing is super concentrated, so you want to be careful with it. And that's why you don't see me adding a lot of seasoning into this dish because this is where a lot of it's going to come from. So once we've got this added in, we're going to stir everything up, get it mixed well, and we're going to put a lid on it and let it just cook down. Make sure you got your stove eye on low. Just let it cook down and let these flavors get to know each other. All right, so now that everything's cooked down, as you can see, it has thickened up, guys. It's super thick. And you can see right there, but we're going for that next level flavor. So what I have here is some Victoria's Secret Kitchen, her flour. Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all, this flour is like it's the keto magic. If you don't know about Victoria, I'll leave the link to this flour in my description box below where you can go check out how she makes it. I'll tell you how much I use, but I won't tell you how this flour is made because I want you guys to go over to her page so she can get some of that love because this flour is not my doing. I just love using it because it works just like flour. So I'll have her channel and this video in the description box below where you can check that out too, guys. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add in our chicken broth. You can use beef broth or vegetable broth, whichever one you want to use, guys. Any will work. This is just to give it a little bit more flavor, not a lot. But we're going to do this to give it that thick, soupy texture that we look for when we are making this keto shepherd pie. So we're going to go ahead and add this in, and we're going to let it cook down for a few more minutes. And then once that's done, it'll be ready. We can add in our peas and our carrots and all that stuff and, finish this thing up. But while this is doing this, we're going to go ahead and finish off the cauliflower mash portion of this, guys. And I'm telling you, this is going to blow your mind. This is next level cauliflower mash. All right, so now to make this cauliflower mash, what I have here is 2 bags of cauliflower, riced cauliflower, and I pretty much just cooked them in the microwave. And now we're going to go ahead and put it into our food processor. All right, guys, now that we have that in the food processor, we're going to go ahead and add in our sour cream. And we're going to go ahead and add in our heavy whipping cream. And guys, these 2 things right here is just going to make it more creamier. So do not skimp out on this. And like I said, the measurements will be below. We're also going to go ahead and add in our melted butter. And also we're going to add in 3 egg yolks, guys. And we just want to add in the yolks. So, separate it from the whites. And we're just going to add in egg yolks. All right, and once we have all those added in, we're going to go ahead and give it a quick mix and get everything well incorporated. All right, now we're taking this thing to the next level. Remember that garlic we put in the oven at the beginning? Here's where we're going to use it at, guys. This thing is roasted, it's sweet, it's flavorful right now. We're going to take all this and go ahead and put it inside here and mix it in with this cauliflower mash. Guys, this is what takes it to that next level. Just this simple thing right here will bring so much flavor to this dish. All right, so our meat sauce has thickened back up. We're going to go ahead and add in our carrots and our peas. And guys, this was just out of frozen bag. It don't got to be that hard. You can make this thing simple. Just get your frozen bag, peas and carrots, and just add it in right here. And it's only going to take a few minutes to cook down, pretty much because everything is already hot. So once this cooked down, we're going to go ahead and start putting this thing together. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and add our meat sauce into our pan that we're going to bake in the oven. So guys, make sure whatever you're putting it in can go inside the oven because we got to bake it now in the oven. So let's go ahead and get our sauce fold out in the pan and spread it out even, get everything nice and even. All right, guys, and once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and add on that beautiful cauliflower mash. And guys, I'm telling you, this thing is creamy and it's going to taste good and you're going to love it. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get this spread on top of the meat sauce. And we're going to spread everything even. That way everything settles and cooks even. And, also look good in the oven while it's baking. And I like to add little divots inside of the mashed potato. Just cauliflower mashed potatoes. Just to kind of give it character, guys. And also we're going to put this on a sheet pan just in case anything spill. And we're going to bake this inside a 425 oven for about 25-ish minutes. All right, guys, and this is what it looked like when it came out of the oven. And just look at that, guys. That is beautiful. The top browned up perfectly how I wanted it to. And here's a cross section of it, guys. I'm going to take a piece out for you. And look how meaty that is, guys. I'm telling you, this thing is so flavorful. And you're going to love it. Works perfectly on the keto diet. And this is a shepherd pie done right on keto. All right, guys, so that is it for the video. Here's another great recipe, another great idea, another day making keto easy. Y'all already know what it is. We're making keto easy by making everything keto. And guys, if you like the video, Go ahead and send it to your friends, share it out to the world so they can see keto can be very versatile. And if you love the channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.